Hi everyone and welcome back to English with Malik. Today I have brought a different topic for you. This is about common grammar mistakes. Okay, when you are appearing in examinations for your, let's say, MD kit or your engineering or medical university, or you are preparing for some kind of exam, maybe for some job or for some competitive exam. uh, Normally there are questions which are related with grammar, and in those questions they ask you about a mistake in a sentence. Okay, sometimes a sentence seems quite okay, but it does have a mistake. So today I have brought a few very common grammatical mistakes. These are a few sentences that we are going to discuss today. So let's begin with the very first one. The sentence is I play volleyball good. Okay, this is a sentence which seems quite okay on the surface, and we have subject, verb, object, and then we have an adjective. So what seems to be the problem? Well, the problem is that here we are talking about play, okay, which is a verb. So we do not need an adjective here. That's the mistake that you have to point out, that in this sentence, I play volleyball good. Well, good is not fitting because good is an adjective, and in this sentence we need an adverb. Okay, this would be I play volleyball well. So the very first thing is to identify where is the mistake. Like in this sentence, it was good, which is not fitting with the sentence. Okay, so we need to identify, and then we need to see that what could be the problem. Is it a wrong participle speech, or wrong choice of word, or the subject verb agreement is a problem, or any other issue that the sentence has. The second is, could you send me these informations? Okay, so I need some, data, information. So I'm asking, could you send me these informations? What could be the problem in this sentence? Well, the problem is with this word, information. Okay, we do not need s here. Why? Because information is an uncountable noun. Okay, so with an uncountable noun you do not use s, and because you are not using uh, s here, that would be another issue with the sentence. The right is, could you send me that information? Okay, why? Because when we talk about information as a singular, we will use that, not these. Then there is no place in the whole. Okay, on the surface, again, this sentence seems okay. There is no place in the hall. Fine, no obvious problem. But there is one, and it lies in this word. There is no place in the hall. We need to see there is no room in the hall. Actually, because we are talking, room is showing space. Okay, the place is not showing space. Okay, place is saying something very general. So when we say there is no place in the hall, this is something different. It doesn't talk about the space that we are talking about here. So we say there is no room, which means there is no space. A lot of people are there. It is overcrowded kind of a place. Let me know what is the matter. Now this is again a kind of a question that we are making. What is the problem with the sentence? Let me know what is the matter. But this is an indirect way of asking a question. Okay, when you ask a question indirectly, what do? You do not use verb as, or a helping verb as you use in a normal question. Okay, if it is a normal question, okay, then you can say what is the matter. That is okay. But when you're using an indirect question, so you say let me know what the matter is. So the placement of is will be at the end, not somewhere in the middle. We say, let me know what the matter is. That would be the correct usage. Then we have, she doesn't know nothing about this matter. She doesn't know nothing about this matter. On the surface, again, this sentence seems okay because it's talking about something negative. But the problem is with this pronoun. Well, this is called indefinite pronoun actually. So we say she doesn't know anything about this matter. We can't say nothing. We have to say that she doesn't know anything about this matter. Then the sentence will be correct. I look forward to meet you. I look forward to meet you. Well, this is a fixed phrase, look forward to. And remember, with look forward to, we always use ing form. So this will be, I look forward to meeting you rather than I look forward to meet you. I didn't meet nobody. Again, I didn't meet nobody. Again, there is an issue with indefinite pronoun. What could be the right one? You say, I didn't meet anybody. I didn't meet anybody. Okay. Now, then we have, I'm agree with you. Well, I'm agree with you. It's a common way of saying that you do not see eye to eye with somebody. They think differently and you think differently. And in spoken, a lot of people say things like that. But remember that with agree, we can't use am. We say, I agree with you. And if it is negative, so you say, I do not agree with you. She is more tall than me. Okay, she is more tall than me. Fine, it seems. Okay, because suppose I'm 6, but she is 6'2". So I can say she is more tall than me. But the problem is with this comparative degree. You know, when we use comparative degree, there are two things that we should remember. If we are using an adjective which is of single syllable, for example, this tall, tall, by syllable we mean that in how many breaks we pronounce a word. So when you say tall, this is one piece. But when you say, for example, beautiful, so it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Three spaces, three breaks we have. Comfortable, comfortable, four of these breaks, which are called technically syllables. So in words or adjectives which have one syllable, we can never use this more. We have to use er form. So you say that she is taller than me. She is taller than me. But if it is like beautiful, okay, then you will say she is more beautiful than me. Then it would be okay. So for a single syllable, you use er in comparison, and for two or three syllable or four syllable or more syllable, you use more. What time it is? Again, what time it is, and let me know what is the matter. Okay, I'm giving you a comparison. This is an indirect question, so this is come at the end. But in a direct question like this one, what time is it? Not it is. We will say what time is it because it's a direct question. But if it becomes an indirect question, for example, you say, I want to know what time it is. Then it will be, I want to know what time it is. Is will come at the end. But in a direct question, it comes before subject. She was very foolish enough to trust me. Okay. She was very foolish enough to trust me. We say that it seems okay. She was very foolish enough to trust me. But there is a problem with the sentence. We cannot use very here. Okay, we cannot use very here, because enough is already emphasizing on the fact that she is foolish. So you say that she was foolish enough to trust me, or either you say she was very foolish. You will not then use enough. If you say she was very foolish to trust me, fine, but you cannot say very and enough at the same time. She is married with a doctor. Okay, she is married with a doctor. So, okay, fine. I don't mind if she is married to a doctor or engineer. What is the problem with the sentence? Well, the problem is with this phrase. We always say she is married to a doctor, not with a doctor. So, she is married to a doctor. She is married to a dentist. She is married to a businessman, for example. Every students like the teacher. Every students like the teacher. What could be the problem? Well, the problem is with this every, which is a singular indefinite pronoun. Whenever you are using singular indefinite pronoun, you cannot use it in a plural form. You cannot say every students. You have to say every student. Okay, so it's like every student, and again when you say every student, then you have to put s here. Every student likes the teacher. Singular indefinite pronoun with singular noun with singular verb, which is with s or es. He was boring in the class. Okay, he was boring in the class. What seems to be the problem? Well, the thing is, this adjective boring can be used for something. You say that the class is boring. Okay, the match is boring. Okay, because it is something which is boring. But when you're talking about your own personal feelings, then you say he was bored. We use ed adjective, not ing adjective. He was bored. I am bored. Okay, but if it is something or somebody I'm talking about, I say you are boring. Okay, but I'm bored. I was bored. The woman which works here is from Japan. Okay, the woman which works here is from Japan. What is the problem? The problem is with this pronoun. This is a relative sentence, okay, or relative clause or adjective clause as you call it, and we are talking about a person. In relative clause or adjective clause, when we talk about people, we always say who. Okay, we say the woman who works here is from Japan. But when you talk about things or animals, then we say which, or sometime a common expression which is that as well. So if it was, for example, it is the shop uh, which I bought the book from, for example. Okay, so or you say that it is the movie which I watched, for example, not it is the movie who I watched. So who is used for people and which is used for things and animals. I felt so lonely. I felt so lonely. Well, the problem is with this adverb. We have to say, I felt very lonely. You know, on the surface, sentences like this, I felt so lonely, it seems okay, but grammatically, this is incorrect. We need very, which is an adverb here. I am understanding you. Okay, I am understanding you. For example, like I'm explaining these things, and you can say, I am understanding you. Well, the issue is with words like understanding or understand, we cannot use ing form. Okay, so for a sentence like this, you say, I understand you, not I am understanding you. When you say I understand you, this conveys the meaning of continuity. Okay, suppose I'm explaining all these things to you and you say, okay, I understand you. Or if I ask, do you understand? Do you understand these points? And you say, yes, well, yes, I understand. Okay. Okay, so these are like a few of the very common mistakes which a lot of students make, and the mistakes which normally come in examination, um, whether they are for some anti-test examination or for some job seeking purpose or for some competitive exam. So do remember that with with a verb we need an adverb like well. Okay, information is singular, so you say that information. You don't say place, there is no place, you say there is no room. For indirect question, is will come at the end. Okay, you don't say does not know nothing, you say anything. I look forward to meeting you, you always use ing form. I didn't meet anybody, not nobody. I am agree, wrong, I agree. More tall, no. Single syllable, er. Two or more syllable, then you use more. Then for a direct question, helping verb or verb will come before the subject. Very foolish enough, again, very and enough cannot come together. Married to, not with. Every, singular pronoun. Okay, so you use singular noun and singular subject. He was boring, no. He was not boring in the class, he was bored in the class. And again, not which. For people we use who, not which. I felt very lonely. And the last is understand is normally, not used in the ing form. When you want to say that you really are getting some point, you say I understand you. So please keep practicing them, keep revising them, and try to remember that sentences like these carry a mistake. But if you know it, you know it. Otherwise, it's really very difficult to figure out what the problem is. So you need to understand the rule or the structure in which the sentence is made. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep sharing this English with the other people who are around you, or friends, family members, anybody you think wants to improve their English. Bye.